Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Lost Latvian here with a brand new video. This is my very first questions and answers video. So thank you to all of you who decided to participate in this week's video, midweek's video. So I received some questions, and I'm more than happy to answer them. So I kind of hoped for a little more, more questions submitted, but this is a great start, and we definitely can do this one again. And hopefully, we're gonna have a good show today, And and before we go to our questions and answers, let me tell you. Thank you so much to all of you who have subscribed to my channel. The channel is growing. We are past 300 subscriber mark, and thank you to views from the Walt guys who have actually promoted and shared my previous video from the Topper store where my son went into Brooklyn, not in the Brooklyn, Jesus, into Bronx, and visited Pierre at their Toppers USA store. So thank you guys, whoever was behind your social media platform, to acknowledge that video and press a share. It's greatly appreciate that. I greatly appreciate that. And I actually saw subscribers, subscribing to my channel after that. So I gained about I would say like 9 to 10 subscribers after that. So thank you so much. And so, alrighty, let's move on to this week's video. Like I said, this is Q&A video, and let's go to the very first one. So this one comes in from Ted Fit. That's his nickname, and people know who he is. So Ted Fit is asking me which hat I wore in my public announcement video, and so let me show you. This is the hat what I wore, and this one actually came from Florida, from the store called Fresh Rags, I believe that's how you say it correctly. And the cap was hooked to amusement parks, all different kinds of amusement parks, and it actually came with this pen, if the camera can focus in there. But that's the hat I wore. Came from store in Florida, Fresh Rags, I believe that's how you pronounce it. So it's a pretty cool devil rays hat. And let me spill the beans. I am not huge on green caps to begin with. They just do not look good on me for whatever reason, and it's like kind of in your face color. This one actually worked for me with my Rays jersey. Like I said in one of my previous videos, green and blue does not go together well. For whatever reason, sometimes it works, but in general, those are cold colors, on a color palette. And I don't know why, but sometimes, it works. Like in this instant, this blue UV with this green, if you really look like that, like in with my jersey, my blue jersey, it freaking worked, But those two colors, I see more and more being applied to all kinds of cap designs, but in general, by all the rules, those colors do not mix well. But anyways, so this is the cap I wore in my last video, in my public announcement video. By the way, those stickers are still available, I shipped out quite a few of them, but there are still some available. So to get those stickers, head over to my Instagram channel, my Instagram account, and it's a one word, TheLostLatvian, and just follow the account and drop a DM to me, and I'll ship it, that sticker to you. So some of you may already receive them. So anyway, so that's a question one. This is the cap I wore, fresh tracks in Florida. All right, let's move on to the second question. And this one comes actually from the buddy of mine. It's Todd Sawatzky, who is actually an appraisal guy out in Canada. He lives in Niagara Falls. And I will drop the link in the comment section, in the video description, how you can actually get a hold of him, if you want to appraise your collectibles. The other day, my wife actually asked me the question like, hey, since you got all these hats, have you ever thought about it appraising them just for, shits and grins? What if the house burns down? What if something happens? What if the little creatures get in there? I don't know what they're called, but sometimes in fabric you can get these little bugs, and they will freaking chew up your caps, or your clothes. If you get those caps appraised, from reputable guy like Todd Sawatzky is, you may have a pretty good chunk of money returned to you if that shit happens. So think about it. So I will drop in the comments, section or in the description how you can get a hold of Todd Sawatzky. And also, if you got like hockey cards, baseball cards, any kind of memorabilia, he can help you out appraising that. So yeah, that's a quick plug-in from my buddy. I know you didn't ask me to do that, but I watch his videos. He has his own YouTube channel as well, Todd Sawatzky's Appraisals. Check him out, please. But anyway, so he asks me a question like, on average, how many hats I receive every week? Well, Todd, it really depends. It really depends. Like earlier this year, when I had some spare money, so to speak, or whatnot, I went crazy, and there were a lot of good drops, in the hat world, fitted hat world stage, like a lot of good hats came out and I was buying them left and right, and there were weeks where I got like 5 at a time, and but I kind of, like you ask on average, like I said, it depends, but on average, if I think about it, I get about 2 caps every week, so that would be that safe way for me to say about 2 caps a week, and sometimes it could be more and sometimes it could be less. Right now at the moment I got 4 caps incoming, 2 more on order from Clink Room, and those I expect to receive sometimes at the end of this year. Yes, that's how long you gotta wait for those. But yeah, 4 incoming, 2 actually gonna arrive today, and I have not copped anything this week. These are all orders I placed last week, and they're finally coming in. There's a hat drop today at Crown Legends. It's a Saturday. Today is a Saturday, July 3rd, June 3rd, when I'm recording this one. There's a drop at Crown Legends up in Boston. I'm going to check them out. I got my eye on a couple of the hats. We'll see. I got to be super careful with the money, what I'm doing. I just got slammed again with another bill from a hospital freaking almost 6 months later. This came out of the left field. So what holds me back now is basically the money. Uh, because I gotta pay house, I gotta pay all kinds of payments, left and right, and this $500 freaking new bill is not helping me out. So I am slowing down, but I still got about 20 caps sitting here, if not more, to be unboxed. But yeah, Todd. So on average, 2 per week, that's a good way to say. So yeah, 2 per week every week. So let's move on to the third question, and this also comes from Montreal, Canada, and it comes from a guy which name is DONBCDN. Don BCDN. Don't know how to properly pronounce all this stuff, and he actually have a couple questions. First one was like, I guess because he sees me sometimes wearing, or I'm showing quite a bit of Pirates hats, and he's asking if if the Pirates is my favorite team, Pittsburgh Pirates. Well, again, it depends. If you asking me strictly from the point, if the Pirates hats are my favorite ones, then the answer would be pretty much yes. They are on top of the list. Somewhere, if you ask me from the baseball perspective, then no. Pirates are not my favorite team by no means, you know. But the hats, yes, I do like Pirates hats just because of their cool logo, you know. And they also have a cool history as a team. And the third thing would be my wife's family. They are all from Pittsburgh. While my wife was born in Bay Area, while my father-in-law was working for Oakland A's at the time and actually won the World Series back in 1972 or 73, one of those years. So yeah, around that time, you know, a little earlier, you know, my wife was born in Bay Area, you know, close to San Francisco. So, but yeah, the answer is as a logo for the Caps, yes, it's one of my favorite teams. As far as the baseball team, unfortunately not. You know, I got other teams I cheer more for than Pirates. But to answer again the question, which ones are my favorite teams? Then San Diego Padres is my number one team, along with Colorado Rockies. I am myself in Colorado. And the way I fell in love with San Diego Padres is because of the stupid blackout rules people have here in Colorado, and for that matter, in many other places, where I simply cannot watch Rockies games. You know, team is already like a bottom feeder, and what these fucking Manfreds or whatever their last names is, the owners of the Rockies, think, it's just beyond me. You know, they do have a loyal fan base here in Colorado. They fill up the stadium, you know, especially on the weekends, that they simply don't give a flying fuck about the fans who just want to watch Rockies, you know. It's sad. It's sad. And I actually, yeah, since I was not able to watch Rockies, um, I kind of started falling in love with Padres. You know, Tatis came into the league, you know, and it was an exciting team to watch at the time, and it just kind of grew on me, you know, and I can catch every Padres game. So, yep, I jumped on their bandwagon, so to speak, and now I'm a Padres fan, you know, and I really, really like the team. I just hate that they suck this year after they acquired all these star players, you know. Hopefully they can get their shit together, you know, and they can actually make to the playoffs. And that comes fall round, but I'm kind of worried that it may not happen this year. But I still think, you know, they got a good guys there. So yeah, Padres and Rockies, you know, from the big teams, you know, like the rival teams. Am I more a Yankees or a Red Sox fan? I'm more of a Yankees guy, you know. As far as it goes, like Cubs or White Sox, you know, I'm more of a Cubs fan. Uh, Giants or A's, more of a Giants fan, you know. More Angels than Dodgers. I fucking hate Dodgers, you know. I do not like that team. Hate is a harsh word to say, so I don't hate them. I just dislike them a lot. You know, it's not my team. It's a Padres rival. You know, it's a national teams West. You know, big guy, so to speak, and like I just don't like them. You know, that's it. That's that team. You know, whenever they play Rockies or Padres, you know, I just freaking rooting against them. You know, I do not like them to succeed, but it's a good team. It's a good organization. You know, but as a fan, can't stand Dodgers. And then Astros or Rangers. I'm more of an Astros fan than a Rangers fan. So and then the last thing was when I reviewed the New Era's hat, this leather New York Yankees cap, which I'm actually wearing right now. A guy asked me and basically made a comment. You know, great review, but I wish you would have worn that hat, and to see how it looks on you. So there it is, one more time, this wonderful Yankees all leather cap from New Era. And here it goes. I'm wearing it just for you. As you can see, I curved my brim, it worked out. It looks great, man. Great cap. What can I say? Like some people may disagree, and say, hey, one dude particular said, hey, I can get three better caps than this one, You do you, buddy, I will do me, This is by far the best cap I own, And for those of you who don't have this one, it's up to you. But if I would have another chance, whenever they're gonna release it one more, just like this, I will go for another team. So definitely class cap, very classy. Best made out of all of them. If all the caps could be made out of leather, just like this, I would buy them all. Price tag, that's a different story. It is pricey, very pricey. But hey, you pay for quality, and the quality definitely matches the price tag. All right, so that was those were those questions he answered. The next one comes from viewer Mars722, and he's asking me how long have I been collecting caps for. So, oh geez, man, it's strictly collecting caps. It's coming up to a 1 year. Strictly collecting fitteds. How long I have liked caps, hats in general, ever since I was yay tall, since I was a kid. And those were basically snapbacks, trucker hats, you name it. But my buddies even, back home in Latvia laughing, when I'm without the hat, is like, what the hell happened to you? Like, where's your hat? So, yeah, I've always been into hats. And when I was living over there, they were not that accessible. So I just hung on to whatever I got. And I particularly remember one, it was a trucker hat. And it had like this guy, cartoonish guy, and he had like a dirty martini, the little glass in it, and he's passed out and holding that glass of dirty martini, and so I wore that cap and I washed it till it all disintegrated, I had that cap for freaking many years. So yeah, so for many years, so to speak, I'm in hats, but what got me into the fitteds, about a year ago, I was browsing, through YouTube. It's my favorite way to spend some evenings or whatnot. I do not watch the TV as far as like any kind of shows or whatnot. I'm the guy who will never watch a movie, unless it's something really freaking funny. I think it's a waste of my time. I usually watch like Discovery Channel, History Channel, or sports games. And I'm huge on YouTube. I'll browse through stuff. I do not watch news, man. That fucking thing is so full of negativity, that it makes me puke in my mouth. Like I fucking care less, what's going on in the neighborhood as far as these crimes. If I would watch it, every day, I would probably drive myself crazy because there's a shooting here, mass shooting here. Somebody got fucked up somewhere again, and this and that, but nothing good comes out of the news. So I kind of dismiss all of that and I just live my life. I'm not putting my head in the sand, but I'm aware of what's going on. I just choose not to watch all this garbage, basically. No news channel is in kind of like neutral. The left guys, Democrats are pushing their agenda, Republicans pushing their agenda. There's nothing fucking in between. And I swear there are a lot of guys who wish we would have a third party, who would be somewhere in the middle, hold the middle ground, instead of these two yahoos, man, fighting each other. I don't want to go into politics, so, but yeah. And anyways, so yeah, I stumbled on views from the Walt video, where Pierre was actually talking about these fitted hats, and I was like, fitted hats, huh? I knew of their existence, but I never liked the flat brim kind of thing, the look. It's not for me. I think it looks better for bigger dudes. My head is, so to speak, small. I wear 7/1/8, and so I always wore snapbacks, or what do you call them? It's not a fitted hat, but they stretch out, like you buy medium to large or small to large or whatnot. I can't remember exactly what the tag would be, what those caps are called, So I had to shit on those ones, Basically, a lot of NHL caps, baseball caps, And then when I saw this fitted, I was like, and Pierre was showing, his cap, and the brim was curved, And I started looking more and more, and I was like, shit, man, I never even thought about it that I can actually curve the brims, And then I watched another video where somebody else, one of the YouTubers, went to Pierre's house, and he was showing out the bins and bins of freaking fitted hats, And I was like, good God, man, I freaking dismissed for all these years, all these caps, without even freaking knowing that that's what I could do with them. I just curved the brim, and wear them proudly, They definitely are the step above any other kind of hat, baseball hat. The structure, they're sturdy, they're just well-made caps, So the rest of it is actually history, That was a game changer, for me. And yeah, I just moved on, and started buying hats, and got into collecting. So I've always been a collector, like I've said in my previous videos. So it was a no-brainer, It's a very expensive hobby for those of you who just getting in, I'm just telling you, on average, you're gonna spend about $60. That's delivery included, and sometimes even more. For your fitted hats. It's a very freaking expensive hobby, but if you can afford it, or even if you can buy a couple caps a month, it's well worth it. So yeah, I suggest you to collect the caps, actually, if you want to take your mind away from all other BS, or whatnot, and if you are into the caps. So my very first cap I bought was actually from Hat Club. I believe the drop was called something T Dot or whatnot. I think he cooperated with doing the collaboration with Hat Club, and it was a Pirates, like a purple Pirates cap. And once I received that one, I was so freaking so happy, that I got the cap, and I was like, okay, I curved my brim, and it looked great on me, and I was like, okay, let's see what I can buy, and then at the end of the year, I decided to start making these videos because I wanted basically to show you guys all my caps. It's not for any kind of attention seeking, but I always like to social media and create these videos. So I was like, why not, So yeah, that's how this channel started. And yeah, the rest is a history, and but yeah, before that, I had a lot of mostly NHL and MLB caps, where they were just the snapbacks, for the most part. All right, that answers this question. Let's move on to the next one. And this comes from TJ528, and he's asking me if I have an Instagram account. Yes, I do. If you head over to Instagram, and it's all one word, type in search the Lost Latvian, all one word. That's going to be my account. And then if you follow the account, and if you drop me a DM with your address, I will ship to you a sticker. Free sticker. You're not going to pay anything. Go back to my public announcement video. Check that out, and you'll see what the uh, what the sticker actually looks like. It actually looks just like right up here somewhere, I believe on this side. It looks like that. It's 3 inches around, so you can get that sticker. So, yep, The Lost Latvian, all one word. That's my Instagram account. Please follow, and yeah, if you decide, DM me your address, and I'll mail it to you. Till supplies last, it's getting low. The stock is getting low, so better, guys, hurry up. Next question comes in from my buddy Doug Medina. So, hi, Doug, and you're asking me, what are my thoughts on ripstop fabric caps from upcoming drop from Stills up in Canada? Let me tell you, I had no fucking clue that fabric even existed. I did not know what it is. I did a little research, and it happens to be that it's like a reinforced nylon. What I expect from that cap is that the dome's gonna be like looking all nice and shiny. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. In general, I do not like cotton caps because they're kind of flimsy. I prefer polyester caps. What that ripstop fabric is, how sturdy it is, I have no freaking clue. If it holds the crown and all that, I bet you like up here the front panel would be polyester and rest of it's a ripstop. It depends, It kind of looks cool, I'm raising my hand, it's all cool. I like how these companies, these designers experiment with different kind of materials. Will I like it? I don't know. When I cop it, I'll let you know, but thumbs up for them being creative, but I cannot give you the answer, because I simply don't know. It looks cool, but will I really like it? I don't know. And how rip resistant it's going to be, because nylon itself, I know it's reinforced nylon. There's some other threads going through it, I've read up, it's like polyester and could be something else, so it's like a mixed nylon and whatever else, so it should be sturdy, and that nylon would give that nice polished look. So initially, I think, yes, it's a good concept, cap should look good, but I did not cop that cap from Still, and I can't really tell you, but yeah, I'm positive about it. I like people who are adventurous, so to speak, and try out all different kinds of materials. And so now we are down to the very last one, and this is my man Fields. My man Fields, hey, thank you for leaving a comment, and asking me a couple questions. This is going to take the most of the time for this video. And he's asking me several things, like how many hats of each team I have, and then which hats do I have the most, which team hats I have the most, and which team hats I have the fewest of, And so basically, I had to create this Excel spreadsheet, and it made me work a little bit to get the answers to you guys. I will put this spreadsheet at the end of this video so you can look at the all stats, but I'm going to go over this one briefly, so to speak. I don't want this video to drag out forever, but after doing my inventory, and thank you, Fields, I kind of lost the track how many caps I have acquired. So I currently have on hands, like about 20 or so have not been unboxed yet, but I do have them here. But I still will count them in like as on hands. I got 241 of them. Then I got 1, 2, 3, 4 caps on order and coming in. 2 are like kind of on a back order from Clink Room, so 6 caps still gonna show up. So the total I have ordered, have on hands, or will have it is 247 of them, man. That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. Now, if you do the math, and you time 247 on average, $60, man. That's let's see what it is. It's more than 12 grand, man. So for you guys who think that it may be um, a cheap hobby, then you're fucking wrong, man. It gets very expensive. So here's the number. That's $14,820 on average. So it's fucking expensive. And I've spent this much money within a year, less than a year. So hey, it's crazy, man. It's expensive as hell. Some people collect jerseys, and stuff, and they pay 200 some bucks per jersey. And it may sound that it's a lot, depending on the frequency, how frequently you buy the jerseys. But these caps, they're dropping every fucking week, man, and there are so many caps I want to cop. I just can't do it, I can't cop all of them. And if not for my damn medical bills, I would have a lot more caps. And so during the summertime, I'll slow down. I still will cop my caps. Don't get me wrong, but a lot less than I used to. So, but I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, it's almost 15 grand on caps. So yep, I got in total 247. I got 27 minor league caps. I'm not huge on minor league caps. I do not even know all them damn teams I have. It's too hard to follow. I'm more of a, for the minor leagues, I'm more of a, if I like the cap, I'll cop it. And I care less what team it came from or whatnot. But the most minor league caps I have is Buffalo Bisons. I got like 5 of them, I believe, 4 or 5. The next one up would be, oh no, actually the next one up, Yard Goats, I believe. And then there's the single hats from God knows what teams. So maybe one day I will show you all of my minor league caps. That could be another subject for the video. So yeah, 27 minor league caps. Then I got 1 NFL team, and surprisingly it's not a Steelers cap. I still need to get that. I'm a Steelers fan. But I got New Orleans Saints when I was visiting my father-in-law in New Orleans. I copped that one from one of the stores. Then I got 1 national team. I got a Team Japan cap. You can see that in one of my previous videos again. Then I have 1 NBA cap, and let that be a mystery for now. It's still incoming, and that cap will go into a 5 minutes of fame segment where I will feature it. What else? So 1 NFL. I got 1 Clink Room, 1 from Clink Room, and I got 2 on order from Clink Room. And then I got like 4 oddball fitteds. Pretty much all of them came from New Era. They're just like, some of them were hooked to Looney Tunes. I got one of the duck up front, and then I got that one hooked to that Louvre museum cap, and then I got what else? Then I got one from Noble North. I have one of their caps, which actually has like a beaver on it, not that kind of beaver, but a real beaver. And yeah, it's a cool cap. But yeah, I got four of them there. You know, they do not belong to any sports team. Then I got four in total AHL caps. I freaking love those ones, every single one, and I wish more cap designers would jump on a bandwagon. My fitted started, and Anthem store in Canada, and make more AHL caps. So for those who don't know what the AHL is, it's American Hockey League. It's a minor league hockey, ice hockey caps. And then I also got six AFL caps, which is Australian Football League caps. Actually, this hoodie is AFL one, St. Kilda Saints. I got this hoodie from Australia. I like the team, you know, and I'm proudly wearing their colors. So, yep, I got two fitteds. Out of those six, two are fitteds and four are golfers. So you can also see those caps in one of my previous videos. So check them out. But now let's go to the question I actually got asked. My top one, the most Cats hats from one team I have is none other than San Diego Padres. Believe it or not, I got 15 of them in total. It's actually a little surprising to me. Even I'm a Padres fan. I don't think that Padres caps are the most, not the most, but the best looking caps. I think their logo is kind of boring. If you got the fryer on it, you know, it looks better. I don't think there are that many of the clean Padres caps to begin with. For whatever reason, the colorways they come up, they're not that great, you know. I do have a couple good ones, you know, but I think the other teams, you know, they have an advantage as far as what you can do with the caps, you know, or people are just not that creative. I don't know, but still, I got 15 of them. And in the second place, and this is a complete shocker to me, it's Arizona Diamondbacks. You know, I got 12 of those ones. And then I got also 12 Colorado Rockies, which is not a shocker to me. It's my hometown team, you know. And then the next ones would be Pittsburgh Pirates. You know, I fucking love that logo that Pirates had. You know, the only thing I hate about it, and I do not own a single one, is that stupid COVID pirate, man. You know, whoever freaking created that stupid logo, you know, that needs to go to trash, man. You know, that is absolutely one of the worst freaking logos one can create. You know, that whole 2 years of this disaster, you know, what the COVID was, I do not want to freaking remember it. And I wish those caps could burn, you know. I fucking hate them all, you know. So I do not own any. I'm not intending to buy, no matter what it is. You give it to me for free, I'll wipe my ass with it. You know, I hate that shit, man, you know. But all the other Pirates, you know, logos are excellent. And I definitely love their colorways, that yellow and black, you know. It just works every freaking time, you know. So, yep, that's the Pirates, man. I got 12 of them. The next one, 10 of them, I have from Montreal Expos, man. That logo is iconic to me. People come up with all kinds of creative ways to do them hats. Expos, yep. I definitely intend to buy more of them, you know. Then the next one, I have Red Sox, Boston Red Sox, you know. For whatever reason, I love those caps, you know. They have a cool designs. Also got 10 of them. And the next one up is actually Toronto Blue Jays. And I also have 10 caps of those. Then the next one is Oakland Athletics. You know, that's because of the stumper. You know, people hate stumper. You know, I love it. You know, yes, I agree. It's kind of hard to do a good stumper cap, you know, but like with anything else, if you like something and you start acquiring more and more and more caps, good, bad, mediocre or whatnot, but when you display them all, together, it's a cool fucking collection, man. Let me tell you that. I'm also an avid card collector, sports card collector. I collect Alex Tanguay sports cards, that's my main collection. But I also collect a bunch of baseball cards, and stuff like that. But from that Alex Tanguay collection I got, I have one specific series. It's SPX series, and it's a one cap. Excuse me, cap. One card series, where I basically, it's a jersey cards, and it has a jersey. Let's say the card is made, and there's a piece of jersey in it, and I have of that one particular card like freaking 10 of them, 10 different kind of variations, 10 different patch cards, like jersey cards in it, 10 different colors, and for that whole series I'm trying to get every possible combination I can have, and when you look together at all of them, it creates a great collection by itself, even if it's the same damn card, So same as the caps, If, let's say, if you would pull the Stomper, yeah, for example, and you start getting every single Stomper there is released, and now you look at them all together, good, bad, ugly, doesn't matter, It creates a unique collection. So that's how I like my Stompers. And then the next I'm just gonna go down to top 15, yeah. So let's see how far we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So then the next one after this, where I lost myself here. The Athletics. So the next one is the Chicago Cubs. I got eight of them. It's a cool logo, depending on which logo they're using. That freaking pregnant bear, or whatever that joke is, I do not have any of them. And then that skeleton looking one, it starts growing on me actually. I do not like that, but if that logo is properly used, it could be a good cap, So 8 Cubs caps. Next one, 8 Braves caps. I think Braves is very customizable cap, logo in general, and I freaking hold my fingers crossed that they never get rid of that logo, They may take away that tomahawk, at some point, like people are freaking nuts about it, But I hope it never happens. So yeah, I got 8 Braves and 1 is incoming, 1 is on order, so total gonna be 9, I believe, the way I did my math here, or let's see here. Yep. So 8, and it's gonna be 9. Next one is Detroit Tigers. Love that logo. Again, it depends which one it is, but I got 7 caps. The next one is Los Angeles Angels, or California Angels, or whatever you're calling them at the time. I got 7 of Angels. I got 6 New York Yankees, including this beauty. Then the next one, 6 caps, also from Houston Astros. And then 5 caps of Kansas City Royals. And then everything else after that. So the team I got the least, and I got a 1 cap of each here, and it's Cincinnati Reds. I only got 1 cap. For whatever reason, that logo, I don't like it that much. That running guy, is the big ass head, it's all right, but it looks a little too cartoonish to me. So not a huge fan of it, And the other C kind of looking thing, it is what it is. Not a big fan of it. The next one is Cleveland Guardians, I have only one cap. It's tits, it's a good looking cap. And I got one incoming, which actually is gonna arrive today. And then if you can separate them, Cleveland Indians, I only got one Cleveland's Indian cap, and another one is coming in. It's on order too. So yeah, Cleveland Guardians, Cleveland Indians, and Cincinnati Reds. Those are my least, not necessarily least favorite teams to cop, but for whatever reason, I just only got a couple caps of them, All right, so that was my very first Q&A video. If you like content like this, keep on dropping the questions to me under this video. Keep on asking, and once I accumulate, let's say 10 questions, I will answer them again. Try not to repeat, but yeah, if you got more questions, I'm more than willing to do another video just like this. So also, very last thing, if you have watched it to the end, here's my thing, what I want to do, I want to make one video where I'm not talking about my caps, but I'm talking about your caps. If you would want me to make a video where you showcase your caps, please send the pictures in to my email. Yes, I have an email created specifically for this channel, and the address is, I'm gonna put it here so you can see it, but it's gonna be all one word, TheLostLatvian@gmail.com. Send in your pictures, send in your cap pictures, what you have in your collection, and I'll look at them and we can talk about those caps. Don't be afraid. I'm not gonna critique them. I'm not here to tell that cap sucks or whatnot, but I may tell if I would cop them or not, and what I think about it. But it's nowhere near I'm gonna say anything, hey, you're stupid, that you got it, or some shit like that. That's not me. That would be stupid. But I think if we all come together, and you send the pictures to that Gmail account, I have TheLostLatvian@gmail.com, and then I can make some cool freaking video for all of us, So let's do it. Maybe it will work. Maybe it won't. It won't. But yeah, let's try and doing that. And then what else? Yep, those of you who want the free stickers, head over to Instagram, TheLostLatvian, DM me your address, follow that account, and I'll send you the sticker. The stock is getting low, so first come, first served. And yeah, that will be it for this very first Q&A video. So thank you so much for watching. Stay healthy, and see you all very soon. Have a great weekend, everything else. Lost Latvian out. Thank you. Goodbye.